to the fullest. Living life to the fullest. Living life to the fullest. I done done it all. Sipping tea, I'm gon' spill it. I'm gon' kill it all. All the haters can get mad. I don't care at all. If you like my channel, write it on the wall. Please subscribe, hit the bell for my notification. My cash app in the bio if you wanna pay. Climb my way to the top. YouTube sensation, Facebook sensation, IG sensation. Like my channel, Queen D Black, Queen D Black, Queen D Black. Subscribe to my channel, Queen D Black, Queen D Black, Queen D Black.
Welcome to episode 10 of My Psycho Ex-Husband.
Hi, how's everybody doing? This is Dee with the stories, and it won't be boring. That's the new slogan.
All right, so what is a crazy story that you can share with your audience, with your psycho ex-husband?
Okay, I am going to fast forward because I think the last time I said that him and I got kind of bored with my life going to the clubs and I want to settle down. And so fast forward to 1993, we had a son together. And then after that, 20 months later, I got pregnant, and his dad warned me and said that I was crazy enough to have one child from him. Now I'm going to have another one. So that was a red flag right there that I didn't even adhere to. So we had a daughter. So, and then we're going to fast forward. Things were good. By the time we dated. 3 years is like the little cap with me with guys. They kind of like get on my nerve a little bit, but we had some little ups and downs in between that time. So what happened on this particular time, okay, I actually had, and I'll go with that actually. Well, it's so many stories, y'all, but for this one right here, I moved in with him, okay? So him and I used to get into it all the time. He used to hound me, like I said, and from that point on, after I got pregnant, kind of changed a little bit to where he really didn't care, it seemed like to me, because I had grown up and he was still wanting to drink and do the things that he used to do, but it's time to grow up. You got 2 kids. So we used to get into it a lot. And this one particular time, he used to get mad at me, and he threw all my stuff out the door, stroller, told me to get out the house because, I knew how to push his buttons. And when he did that, that just started a whole like war thing with us to where I couldn't stand him, but I was still with him. You know how you love somebody, but then you still, you don't like them. And then he used to drink all the time. He used to drink a beer before he brushed his teeth in the morning, and that stuff just got on my nerve. And it was just pure mental abuse is what I went through. It wasn't anything physical because he never put his hands on me. It was one particular time that it was a story where he got mad at me, and our son was probably around 8 months old, and he got mad because my mom really didn't care for him. She warned me. She saw the signs, but we don't listen. We just have to look and do it ourselves, and we find out the hard way, and that's what happened. So he took my son, and keep in mind, this guy used to drink all the time, so all of his infractions that he had that were getting arrested were for drinking, DUI, DUI 2, DUS, all kind of DU whatever. So he took my son and drove him away in the car. And so I got nervous about that because I knew he had been drinking. So by the time he got to his mother's house, my mom had pulled up. I pulled up because I told her what had happened. And so he was drunk out of his mind. So on his mother's porch, my mother was trying to get my son. He pushed my mother down off the steps into the bushes, y'all, and she fell backwards. Now, that is kind of like hilarious to me right now thinking about it, but it wasn't funny back then because they had to call the ambulance. And she went in the ambulance and had her problem with her back, and he thought it was funny. You know, my mom pressed charges. He had to pay for all her medical bills and all that stuff. And it just was something that I went through with this man. But, you know, I dated him 7 years. After all that had happened, I was still with him back and forth. I would leave him, go back, leave and go back. I would, you know, I don't know. I don't know why I did that, because he used to tell me, oh, I'm sorry. That's mental abuse. So after all that happened, like I said, we dated 7 years, and I married the fool. Oh my God, I married him, y'all. And then that was just something after that. But we're going to continue with that on the next episode, okay? And I want to give a shout out to all of my supporters. I really do appreciate y'all liking my channel and just interacting with me. I really appreciate that, because my channel, Facebook is really growing. I've got a lot of followers, and my YouTube, I want that to grow as well. But I appreciate all of my supporters. I love you guys, and I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for y'all, because we're gonna blow up, okay? And I love you guys, and you guys take care.